It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Buckeyes will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oregon's offense will come out first. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Turns it loose deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Ohio State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Makes the grab. It's Shelton. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker. It's Shelton. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Stroud. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Running to Green. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. The Buckeyes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. The quick out. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The toss sweep to the right. Oh, he's got some space. The tap, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Wiggles free. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Shelton. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
He now has 85 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene.
And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Drills him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. And the Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Thrust that arm out. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Turning it on. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll try the right side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. They go right back to it. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running it to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quick completion on the out route. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Going right to work up top. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Breaks into the open. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a
touchdown, Ohio State? And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock.
Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Beep, beep, beep. You know what that is? That's the garbage truck unloading the garbage time points right now.
And those garbage time points do count, though. And you're still playing the game, keep fighting, but it is that time when it's over, and nobody's really paying attention. Nobody's listening to me, or you, Reese, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Caught near the sticks. It's Shelton. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback now breaking the field. Plucks it out of the air. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to pass. Bringing the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.